you would have come and rallied behind Hamas?
I think that October 7th was largely inevitable.
Well, the DSA, the Democrat Socialists of America, finally admitted the truth. They want the Jewish state, the state of Israel, annihilated. Let's watch Megan Romer. She's the co-chair of the DSA. Let's watch her admit it.
What is the position that DSA is headed toward here? Is it for a two-state solution? Is that what's or is it a binational one-state solution? What in fact is the position of DSA?
Yeah, so our position is a free Palestine with the capital in Jerusalem. And so I think that could be safely read as a one-state solution.
One-state solution with the capital in Jerusalem. That means Israel's gone. Now, remember, these DSA guys, they're spreading like wildfire. In 2024, they hardly ran anybody for office. Then in 2025, they ran 25 people for office. Now, so far, just 8 months into 2026, how many people have they run? A whopping 169 have run or are running right now. And the majority of the DSA candidates for whom the races have been settled, the majority of them have won. And they're winning because Democrats keep endorsing DSA candidates. That's right. Democrats are endorsing candidates who want Israel literally wiped off the map. These are people who say Israel has no right to exist while the Palestinian people do. But is that really true? Is that right? Let's take a look at the facts. First off, the land of Israel, the modern day Israel, that includes Gaza and the West Bank, that area has been the home to the Jewish people for over 3,000 years. We've got historical documents outside of the Bible. We've got archaeology. We've got linguistic evidence, and we've got a continuous Jewish presence in the area proving that. Now, the Palestinians, well, their national identity, that came together, crystallized in the 20th century. And around 1100 BC, that's when Israel became a proper nation state with a king. That's King Saul. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that the League of Nations, back in 1922, they explicitly recognized the Jewish national home and that a state of Israel needed to be reconstructed. That was in 1922. Now, in 1947, the UN voted to create that Jewish state, and they voted to create an Arab state too. In 1948, the modern nation of Israel was finally formed. Now, the very next day, Arabs invaded, and Israel repelled them. And from 1949 through the 1980s, Israel was attacked 5 more times and won decisively each time. One of those was the 6 Days War in 1967. That is when Israel took Gaza and the West Bank and the Sinai and the Golan Heights, and they kept them after the war when they repelled Egypt's attack. So historically, those lands have been Israel's, and they regained them fighting a defensive war in 1967. Did you know that the Palestinians have continually rejected offers from Israel to give land back? Well, the head of the DSA, co-chair, Megan Romer, clearly had no idea when she was asked about it.
So the Camp David Accords that were being negotiated at the beginning of the century under the Clinton administration, had the Palestinians accepted it, that would have satisfied you?
Good question. I need to look at what the actual specifics there were. I don't know them off the top of my head, but
she has no idea. She has no idea that in the year 2000, Bill Clinton got Ehud Barak and Yasser Arafat together at Camp David and jawboned Ehud Barak into offering Arafat, it was somewhere between about 95 and 98% of what the Palestinians were asking for from Israel. 98%. And Arafat said no. She has no idea that that happened. And by the way, the reason that happened, if the Palestinians took the land, they would have no gripe against Israel. They would have no justification for the Second Intifada. They would have no justification for trying to genocide the Israelis, the Jewish people. But hey, if you're with the DSA, who cares about that? Because the thing you want is the annihilation of the Jewish state, the annihilation of Israel. Here they are, saying it out loud, loud and proud.